Chapter 6 Work Lesson View Force, Work, Simple Machines. Force. We cannot see force, but it is around us. We can only see what force can do. A push or pull on an object is called force. In the above activity, pulling a toy, cutting tree with an axe, kicking a ball, and pushing a trolley, all are examples of force. Force helps us in many ways. 1. Force helps to move or stop an object. 2. It is also used to change the direction of an object. 3. It can also be used to change the shape of an object. 4. It can also make objects go faster and slower. Teaching tips. Tell the students about force, work, and machine. Use some practical ways to do so. Force of gravity. Force of gravity is the force that pulls objects towards the center of the earth. Fruits and leaves always fall on the ground when detached from the tree instead of just hanging in the air or moving up. This is due to the force of gravity. Frictional force. Frictional force is an opposing force which comes into play when we try to move an object. Friction is present at the contact of the two surfaces, that is, object which is moving and the surface on which it is moving. It always opposes the motion of the object, due to which, after moving some distance, the object slows down and ultimately stops. Work. Work is done whenever force makes an object move in the direction of the force. The amount of work you do depends on how much force you use and how far the object moves. When we lift a book, work is done because we have applied force and the book moved upward. Now, if two books are lifted to the same height, more force is needed, so more work is done. If force acting on an object does not move it, no work is done. Work is done when the object moves in the direction of the force or opposite to it. Sitting on a study table and doing homework is not work scientifically. In this case, neither force is applied nor there is any movement of the object. Simple machines. A simple machine is a tool or device which makes our work easy and efficient. Types of simple machines. There are 6 kinds of simple machines. 1. Lever. 2. Pulley. 3. Inclined plane. 4. Screw. 5. Wedge. 6. Wheel and axle. Lever. A lever consists of a rigid rod or board that rests on a support or is fixed at one point. A lever can transfer and increase the force applied to one end of it. It is used to move heavy objects and open things like the lid of a box. Pulley. A pulley is made up of a wheel with a grooved rim. A rope, chain, or belt passes around the groove. It is used to lift heavy loads. The force is applied at one end of the rope while the other end holds the load. Inclined plane. An inclined plane is a sloping surface. It helps move heavy load with less effort. The ramps in hospitals, schools, or any other public place to move people with wheelchairs is an example of inclined plane. Screw. A screw is a type of inclined plane with curved slope wrapped around a cylinder or cone. It is used to hold things tightly together. The examples of screw are a bottle cap, a jack screw, nuts and bolts, revolving stools, ear studs, etc. Wedge. 2 inclined planes placed back to form a sharp cutting surface makes a wedge. A wedge is used to make cutting, splitting, and piercing tools. For example, knife, axe, nail, and pin are wedges. Wheel and axle. The wheel and axle is a combination of a wheel and a large rod. They are fixed and always move together. When force is applied to the wheel, the axle turns. On the other hand, if force is applied to the axle, the wheel turns. Steering wheel of a car, bicycle pedal, and screwdriver are examples of wheel and axle system. Fact 5. Gears are wheels with teeth and notches. Gears change the direction of the force and reduce the force needed to move something. Key terms: friction, the opposing force that one surface or object encounters when moving over another. Grooved, the surface having long and narrow cuts. Sloping, inclined. Summing up: a push or pull on an object is called force. Force of gravity is the force that pulls objects downwards towards the center of the earth. Frictional force is an opposing force which comes into play when we try to move an object. Work is done whenever force makes an object move in the direction of the force. A simple machine is a tool or device which makes our work easy and efficient. There are 6 types of simple machines: lever, pulley, inclined plane, screw wedge, and wheel and axle. A screw is a type of inclined plane.